we got something that looks like a fence. Super pumped. We got the metal posts welded to the main plates. Got them all in position. We got the C-channel cut. We got them all in position, attached to each other. It looks like a fence almost. It's just missing the panels. If you want to see how this fence turns out, tune into one of the upcoming videos. Something doesn't seem right here. Yeah, the old angle dry grinder turned into a little bit of a wobulator. I think she's dead. Yeah. Pro tip, I don't know why I didn't think of this before on the primer round. We got our black paint here. It came in a 6-pack. Just shake them all at once. Why in the world didn't I think of that before? I shuck each can individually, which I can only do 2 at a time. Now I can do 6. Let's see if we can get the black paint on that primer before the hurricane kicks up and makes the wind even stronger. Oh yeah, she is looking good, and she is black instead of that rusty color. Yeah, from not being finished at all. We got it all cleaned up. We got it coated with primer, then we got it painted with our satin black finish. Nice and black. Duplicolor. I shot all 11 of these cans, not one single clog. That's the way to go. I'm going to use Duplicolor on all my paint jobs or spray paint bug bomb jobs from now on. Everything worked perfectly, and the adjustable fan tip, it just makes it so much more convenient because you don't have to hold the can at some weird angle. You can adjust the angle. Duplicolor. That's the only way I'm going to spray paint or use bug bomb paint again is Duplicolor. Forget that old Rust-Oleum stuff. It works good, but I always have problems with the tips on those. She is black. All right. We gotta let this cure out, and then we're gonna start putting the paneling in. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Flat Thunder channel. We got a whole bunch of wood here. Try to put that much wood on a brand new F-150. I don't think it's gonna hold. 1983 Ford. Oh yeah. No problem. We probably could have put a few more on there. Doesn't even look like she's squatting. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name's Andy, if you didn't already know, and we're back on the never-ending fence project. Really want to get this thing behind us. I have the first test section assembled. I'll give you just a little quick glance of it here. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 more panels that we need to erect. And hopefully all this wood here on the back of the old Flat Thunder truck is going to get peeled off of there, cut to length, drilled with the pocket screws with the Craig jig, slammed in the fence, sandwiched together, and then the new backer pieces for the opposing side welded in. I'll take you through the process. Stick with me if you're interested. I have all the wood for the paneling here, and I'm going with 2x6 8-foot long pieces. Each section will have to be trimmed just a little bit. So we have the chop saw here lined up so we can just slide them right off the back of the truck, chop them, and then we need to line them up with the Craig jig and then pocket drill them. What we're doing is sandwiching the boards all together with the pocket screws. Of course, we got the welder there. That's our power source for the saw and the air compressor. We're going to use the air compressor to clean off the paint from the posts when we're welding in the backing strip. Take you over here and show you the sample section. I did one sample section as a test off camera, I just wanted to see how it went before we ended up buying all the boards. Here she is. Here's a sample panel. Start at the bottom, put in the first board, and then stack our way up. And then each board with the pocket screws are screwed into the neighboring board all the way to the top. You have to put this piece in and then put this piece in last. So they're basically held in there, but this piece right here is the same piece on the opposing side, but you can't install the piece on the opposing side. This piece right here is installed after all the boards are in place. Watch the other part of the process. These bottom rails are C-channel, and the first board will sit down inside of there, and that kind of captures it. And we're looking at about 90 1/4. So we're going to subtract off 3/4 of an inch. Now I just need 12 of these boards per section. So I have the top board here marked where we want all the pocket screws. I stacked up the boards nicely, and we're just going to lay our speed square on here. I'm actually going to go get the taller one and just mark all the boards at once. That's too long. Well, I'll just have to mark it and then take one board off. Manually support the board. Take our Craig jig, flap it on there, clamp it. Drill a hole, then move on to the next. All right, there's one of the 11 boards we need to drill. The last board that goes on top we don't need to drill because it's not drilling into a neighboring board. Feels like after eternity, we got all the pieces cut to length and pocket drilled to start this fence panel. We have to put some standoff screws in the bottom of the first piece to keep it out of the bottom of the channel to allow for proper drainage. We're going to do that, and then we're going to start stacking all our panels up inside the fence. 8, 9, 10. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Something doesn't seem right. Miscounting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 pieces. I'm just placing them at every pocket screw hole location so they're evenly spaced. I'm going to go back through them and use a tape measure to make sure they're all set at the same height, or a reference piece. We got our first piece in. Now we're ready to start stacking our fence panels up. You want to make sure you have your pocket screws always aligned to the top edge. Line these two boards up by pushing them against that back metal piece and zip all the screws in. Worked our way all the way up from the bottom to the top. We have to put our last top piece in, which is this little short one, into the C-channel before we can place this next to last piece in. So we'll tuck this piece up in there and then we'll tip in our last piece. Maybe. Got to get your safety certified ladder. The correct step stool is over there with the pieces that are drying because we just painted them. Good news, the wood panel for the second section is all complete. All we have to do now is get the metal strips, just like this one, welded in on the outside to restrain the wood panel so it doesn't bow out on you. Right now it can bow out, and the only thing holding it is the pocket screws we installed. So we get those steel pieces on the other side, fire up the welder, we'll tack weld those in place so we can move on to the next panel. This is what she looks like on the other side. We got a definite gap on each side from the wood to the post. That way we can allow for expansion and contraction. Right now, all we need to do is get our flat plates in to cover up the seam and restrain our wood panels. All right, we managed to make it to the last two pieces on the last panel. I'm super excited, but I'm not gonna let it get to me because the last two pieces and the last one became a major pain. I didn't record it because I thought it was just gonna go smooth, and it did not. So hopefully this one goes a whole lot smoother. We can get this in, and we still gotta put our flat bar on the outside of both of these two panels, and then we'll be done. Yes. Well, maybe there's a little paint somewhere in there, but yeah, structurally, mechanically, we will be done. This thing could just go, ooh, that looks nice. And got a little interference on this one. Good news, I just found the Allen wrench I lost probably 2 weeks ago out here. Yeah. Yeah, don't do that like that. Come on, yes! Fits in there real nice now. Just had a little bit of a weld booger from the flat bar on the other side. So if we can get this to stay up there long enough, we can get our other piece jammed in here. I'm excited. Yeah. "10 screws away, and all the screwing for this fence section will be done." Yeah, we did it. Can you believe this? 5 screws to spare. That never happens. We got really lucky today, and the construction gods and the kings of lows shined down on us and gave us a blessing today. Because usually you end up 3 to 5 too short, or several more too short. finally, the 40-foot long section of fence that we needed to create is up. It's complete. We got to touch up some of the welding there maybe. Definitely clean up a bunch of the paint. The foreman's over here, she's inspecting everything, and well, she says I left a mess on the ground, and some of that paint's gonna need to be scuffed and redone because we got her a little hot welding in those flat bars. But everything looks extremely good. I'm really happy with this, and more than anything, I am happy we are done working on this for this year. Like I said, we just touch up the paint, and no more working on this in 2022 for Andy. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave your questions and comments in that section below. And don't forget to punch that subscribe button on your way out. Thanks for watching, everyone.